Hi, everybody. We are here for Commit to Be Fit Week 4 Workout 1. So we're halfway through the program, finished 3 weeks, on our way down for our final 3 weeks. Another great workout here to start your week. Maybe a little bit new moves. I think some of the same formatting. So we have 3 circuits today. First circuit is going to be as many rounds as possible in 8 minutes. So I'll set a timer for 8 minutes. We'll go through the circuit as many times as we can in that 8 minutes. Second circuit, so the first circuit's cardio. Second circuit's strength. We'll do 3 rounds of the strength. And then we have a third circuit, which is core, which we'll get through as many rounds with the time remaining. So we are going to use some weights today. We have chest flies and kettlebell or dumbbell swings. So really there's 2 moves. So if you have a kettlebell, we can use that for swings. If you don't, you can use your dumbbell or your heavy objects that you've been using throughout the program. You can grab those. Other than that, just have a water bottle, put on your favorite playlist, and we'll get ready to go. Let's go ahead and start warming up before I show you the moves. So go ahead and give me those butt kicks, getting those heels up towards your butt. Again, if you don't want the impact, you can always slow it down here. Go ahead and do some light squats. So weight is in your heels, butt is back, chest is up. Feels good to get those muscles moving. Go ahead and add some kicks. So you're gonna squat, kick, nice straight leg squat, kick. To really warm up those hamstrings, hips, lower body. And do some jumping jacks. Nice big arms, hands above your head. You want to impact out, same arms. You'll just tap side to side. Go side to side a little bit. Warming up those thighs, hips a little bit more. Ooh, those jacks got my heart rate up. All right. You're ready to get started. So like I said, as many rounds as possible in 8 minutes. I will put it up on the screen. Whew. Those jumping jacks really got me today. I'll put it up on the screen, that way you can go through at your own pace. You don't have to go at my speed. You are going to get as many rounds as you can get in 8 minutes. So we've got squat jacks, which I think we've done before. So you're starting with your feet together, jump them wide and squat together, wide and squat. That's our squat jacks. Take that impact out, you're going side to side into your squat. We'll give you 10 to 15 of those. There are your 20 to 30 mountain climbers. I know we've done those. You can be elevated on a table or all the way down the ground. You're going to give me 20 to 30 total, 10 to 15 plank. Then we've got 6 to 8 burpees, which is here or here. And then you're going to grab your dumbbell, your kettlebell, your heavy objects, and give me kettlebell swings. So it's a small squat. Squeeze that forward. So that weight is in my hands. Bend over, nice flat back like we did for deadlifts. Swing it forward. And we're doing 10 to 15 of those. So again, let me put this up on the screen. I'll set a timer for 8 minutes. And then we'll go through as much as possible. So I want you to challenge yourself, right? And see how many rounds you can get through. So we are starting with squat jacks. 8 minutes for round 1, starting in 3, 2, 1. So 10, 15 squat jacks. Whichever version you're giving me. After your 10 to 15 squat jacks, do those mountain climbers. You have mountain climbers, you can do them on your elevated surface or on the ground. But I want the shoulders to stay over your elbows. Nice flat back. Each beat is 30 seconds. So we pass 30 seconds. Mountain climbers and then burpees. 6 to 8. It's been 1 minute. And your kettlebell or dumbbell swings. 10 to 15 of those. All right, it has been 2 minutes. This is kind of a gauge. Where are you at? Can you do 3 more of what you just did? Trying to keep that same pace up. Whew, my heart rate's up. Feeling that cardio. Make sure you're focusing on nice deep breaths. If you need to pause and grab a drink, please feel free to pause and grab a drink. But try to keep moving. Keep it moving, keeps that blood flowing. Whew. Do you have a favorite move in circuit 1? We can mean a lot of different things by favorite, right? The easiest, the hardest, the best, the worst. I think squat jacks are getting my heart rate up the most. We are halfway there. What have you gotten done? Can you double it? 4 more minutes of this super fun cardio circuit. Make sure you're focusing on those breaths. Nice big deep breaths in. Nice big deep breaths out. Three minutes left. How are we feeling? Good, right? good news is, with this workout, we have all the cardio at the top. I mean, we'll keep our heart rates up. We may have a little bit of cardio, but this is the only block, only circuit that is dedicated to this high heart rate. So while you're going through, you can focus on that. We're going to slow it down after this. Oh, we got swings. We have 2 minutes left. Last 2 minutes. I want you to push through and get as much done as you can in this 2 minutes. Minute and a half. Set your sights on what you're going to finish with. What can you accomplish in this last minute and 20 seconds? Push yourself. You can do it. You are capable of great things. Last minute of this cardio circuit, finally, right? Finish it strong. Keep it moving. Deep breaths. "30 seconds left." Keep moving for this whole 30 seconds. Ten seconds. Keep going. Move on to the next. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Take a breather. Grab a drink. That was rough. I think I told you last week that I was allowed to complain about the workout because Brad made it. Well, unfortunately, I made this one. So I guess that means I cannot complain, right? Whew. Let me show you what we're moving on to. Grab a drink, keep focusing on those deep breaths while I talk to you here. Circuits use strength. So like I promised, no jumping, nothing as crazy as what we just did. We've got lunges, we've got a chest fly on the ground, and then reverse crunches. So let me stop sharing here for a second. I want to show you the moves. So each leg lunges, or we have 8 to 12 each leg. Oh, what is that? I'm gonna turn this around. Okay. So I don't know that we've done lunges so far in the program, but there's a couple different ways you can do them. So lunge, you're gonna step one foot in front of the other. My toes are all pointed forward, and my feet are parallel to each other. So they're on railroad tracks. They are not one behind the other in a single file line, parallel and on railroad tracks, right? Toes pointed forward. I want a nice big step. Nice big distance between your feet, because when you come down, bend that back knee down, I want this front knee to stay behind your toe. So if I don't have that wide of a stance, see how this knee comes in front of my toe, my heel comes up. I don't want that. I'm gonna grab a chair here, so if you want balance, you can hold this for balance. So you can give me 8 to 12 each leg, just like that. If you're more comfortable with a lunge, you can go ahead and do those alternated. Right. And then left, keeping that torso nice and tall. So that's the first one, 8 to 12 on each leg. Then you're gonna grab your dumbbells, come down for a chest fly, 10 to 15 of these. So we did our chest presses. Chest flies also working the chest, but we are going to put those weights above our chest, palms facing each other, nice bent elbows, which means your elbows aren't locked. Keeping those elbows slightly bent, you're going to bring those arms down till those elbows touch the ground, back up. Arms nice and wide, back up. Now you may feel this is a little more challenging. We're using different muscle groups, a little bit smaller muscle groups for this than we did the chest fly. So you may feel a little different on that one. I think I tell you this every time we're on your back. I do not want your back to arch. You should not have space between. So you're kind of tucking those hips up, keeping that back pressed into the ground. You can have your legs straight. You can have them bent. You can pull them up if that helps you get that flat spine. We are down here for our next one. So we're doing 10 to 15 of those chest flies, then 10 to 15 reverse crunches. So it's like the leg raise, but we're bringing those hips up off the ground. So we're going to do with your arms, long legs, bring them up, lift those hips up off the ground, down, up. Harder if you don't touch those heels to the ground. You can always modify this and keep your hips on the ground. Give me leg raises. You can even do one leg at a time. So options there. But this one, we're going to shoot for 3 rounds at your own speed. So I'm going to put it up on the screen. That way you can see where you're at. You don't have to follow along with me. See where we're at with time. Let's shoot for 3 rounds. We're going to start with those lunges. 8 to 12 each leg, however you're giving them to me. All on one leg to start, or alternating. That is your choice. But I want to see that nice form. So think about that torso stay nice and tall. Nice big step. Toes pointed forward. Front knee stays behind your toe. A lot of things to think about. This is your mental exercise for the day, right? Working your body, working your mind. I lost count of mine. 8 to 12 each leg. Whenever you're done with those, go ahead and come down to the ground. Grab your weights for 10 to 15 chest flies. Nice deep breaths. Remember, keep those soft bends in your elbows. When you're done with your 10 to 15 chest flies, go ahead and set those weights to the side safely. Don't overextend or rotate your shoulders, please. And then we're doing our reverse crunches. So again, get those hips up. Or if you want to keep your hips on the ground, go ahead and give me 10 to 15 leg raises. Focus on those nice deep breaths, nice slow and controlled movements. Because you're using your core to control it on the way down just as much as you are to bring those legs and hips up. Ten to 15 of these, and then we're starting over. You're done with those, back up for your lunges. Again, we're doing 3 rounds at your own pace here. So you can go faster than me, go slower than me. It is your pace. 3 rounds. Think about all this proper form. Lunges and then your chest fly. And you might notice like my heart rate is still up when I do those lunges. That's why a lot of the times we start with cardio. Because it'll keep your heart rate up. It'll get your heart rate up. It'll keep it up a little bit higher while you do your strength. So you're kind of maximizing your cardio workout, which means you'll burn more calories. If you're a MyZone user, you'll earn more MEPs. Just getting a little bit more bang for your buck. So if you were to do these chest flies without doing the cardio, your heart rate probably wouldn't be as high. So again, just keeping that heart rate up for a little bit longer. 10 to 15 chest flies, and then you're going to your reverse crunches. And we are doing this 3 times. Circuit 2, we're going through 3 rounds. Focus on your nice deep breaths, nice slow and controlled movements for each of these moves. Whew, one more round. Let me start with lunges. How could I forget? One more round of this circuit, and then we're going to our third circuit, which is core. So I've got a little bit of core in this one. Really gonna crush our core with our third circuit. Lunges and the chest fly. Again, keep that back nice and flat to the ground. Focus on deep breaths. After your chest fly, one more set of reverse crunches before moving on. 10 to 15, again, nice deep breaths, slow and controlled movements. Whew. After that, we are going to grab a drink. We've got one more circuit. So go finish up your 3 rounds. We're going to shoot for 2 rounds of our core strength. So this circuit is probably going to get our heart rates up a little bit. So we do have weighted jumping jacks. Now we've done regular jumping jacks. We have plank jacks. So those 2 are going to get our heart rates up. And then we have bicycle crunches. So again, I'm going to take you through 2 rounds of this. You can do this at your own pace. Finish this as many rounds as possible. So for time's sake, I can take you through 2. But if you have more time, feel free to pause and do more. So weighted jumping jacks. Grab whatever weight you've been using between 2 hands. Start with it at your chest. Jumping jacks, you're just going to press that weight up. I think I might have done these. You're here or you're tapping. So this is making us use our upper body and our core to keep this nice and stable. Plank jacks, you're in that high plank that we've done before. So think about all the nice form. We've talked about bird planks. You're going to clip at your plank. Your jacks, you're just gonna jack them out, just like we would with jumping jacks. Keep my butt up. Don't keep your butt up like me. So you're here or you're tapping. So you're doing 15 to 20 weighted jacks, 10 to 15 plank jacks, and then 10 to 15 each side bicycle crunches. So bicycle crunches, you're on your back. Lightly rest those fingertips behind your ears. I do not want you pulling your chin to your chest. You want a nice flat spine, so looking up at the ceiling, fingertips behind your head. You're going to bring those knees up, and you're just going to crunch that elbow towards your opposite knee, bicycling those feet, 10 to 15 each leg. So we go ahead and put it on the screen. That way you can go at your own pace. Go ahead and start with your 15 to 20 weighted jacks. Nice deep breaths. After your weighted jacks, then put down to the ground for your plank jacks. If you don't want to come to the ground, I should have showed you this. Grab that elevated surface like your table, your chair, hit that plank. Make sure your chair is not going to go anywhere. And you can tap your foot from here. So hold that plank on your elevated surface like we've done, and you'll just tap your foot side to side. 10 to 15 plank jacks. Then you're going to turn on your back. 10 to 15 each side, so 20 to 30 total bicycle crunches. Remember, don't bring your chin to your chest. You don't want that extra pressure on your neck. Ooh, core is feeling good. One more round, at least. I'm going to take you through one more round. You can do more if you like. Weighted jacks, 15 to 20. Plank jacks, lots of jacks. 10 to 15. Keep that nice plank form. Shoulders stay over your wrists. And around the round. Bicycle crunches to end. Again, keep that neck nice and long. 10 to 15 each side. Ooh. When you're done, take a breather, grab a drink, make your way to standing. That is all I'm going to take you through. So we're going to cool down. If you'd like to do more rounds of that third circuit, hit pause and do it as many rounds as you would like. And then hit play when you're ready to cool down. I'm going to stop sharing here. And let's stretch and cool down. We made it to the end. I just like to keep my feet moving during a cool down just to keep that blood flowing. Always want you to focus on those deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. So nice wide feet. Let's go take a big deep breath in. Nice long reach to the ceiling. Exhale through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Just gonna take a big step toward right. Stretching that inner thigh. Still taking the nice deep breaths into your left. And come to the middle, walk your feet a little bit closer. The closer you have your feet together, the more you'll feel a stretch in the back of your legs. And go ahead and let everything relax. Head, neck, shoulders are all relaxed and hanging towards your feet. Nice deep breaths here in through your nose, up through your mouth. And roll up nice and slow. Roll your shoulders back. And take them forward. I always like to end with this back stretch. So nice flat feet, hands on the inside of your thighs. Take that shoulder towards your opposite knee. Feel that stretch along your back. Switch other side. And come to the middle. Come down, and then round and roll up nice and slow. Pat on the back, round of applause. First workout of week 4, you can check off your checklist. Don't forget to check off the rest of your workouts, that nutrition goal, and the extra little goals that we give you for the week. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the workout as much as I did, and I hope to see you guys soon. Have a nice day.